Hello, Aries, and welcome to this, your May 1st through May 15th reading and predictions. For those of you who are new here, thank you so much for trusting and clicking on this video. And for those of you who are returning, thank you so much for continuing to support this channel. Let's dive right in. Your last reading was a roller coaster ride. The last reading I did for you covered the time frame from April 15th through April 30th. And you had the devil twice. You had the Judgment card, the Hierophant card. Oh my gosh, it was just a ride. Let me see, what else did you have? Oh, you had the moon twice. High Priestess came up next to the moon, indicating that you needed to tap into your intuition. The devil twice was asking you to look at your relationship with the material world, material goods. So hopefully you guys have done some of that work. Let's dive in and let's take a look. For those of you who are new here, please stick around all the way until the end and have a yes/no question prepared. Right at the very end of this video, I will be pulling cards that have yes/no answers on them. So if you do have a burning question, is he right for me? Is she right for me? Do I quit my job? Do I not quit my job? Should I move across the country? Or maybe it's, what should I have for dinner? Whatever works for you. That will be done at the end of the video. All right. We have the Ace of Wands, Six of Pentacles, and the Judgment card. Interesting. It's interesting that we have the Judgment card coming up as one of the first cards in this reading, considering the Judgment card was one of the last cards in your last reading, indicating that you are still doing the work of the Judgment card. So let's start off. Ace of Wands is about new ideas and new beginnings, but it is also about not just sitting in that place of going, oh, I have this great new idea. What am I going to do with this great new idea? This is about, I have this great idea. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to get started. And what can I do? And I have to do this and I have to do that. And I'm going to make a list and I'm going to go shopping and This is about taking action. Taking action on a new idea. So that's where you're at. It's not surprising to see the Ace of Wands come in, considering your last reading was all about you doing a lot of internal exploration and work. The next card we have is the Six of Pentacles. This is the card that I like to call the Karma or Philanthropy card. This is the card of, if you can afford to give of your time, of your money, of your efforts, anything like that, if you are in a position to be able to give and share and help, please do so. And if you are on the other side of that equation and you are in need of help, financially, food bank, just energetic help, support from your community, then ask. Okay, this is a card of sharing and working together, but it is also the Karma card. Karma likes to be in balance. So if you are in a position where, you're hoarding a lot and your neighbor is in need, that doesn't put out good karma, right? So this is about karma. It's about sharing. It's about bringing those things into balance. And then again, as I mentioned, you have the Judgment card coming in again. Now, the Judgment card is not about you sitting in judgment of others. It is about you sitting in judgment of yourself. What's working for me? What's not working for me? I need to really, really dig deep. Okay, that's what the Judgment card is about, Aries. It's not about, oh my gosh, did you see what she wore today? No, 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 no. That's not what the Judgment card is about. The Judgment card is more, if you want to go down the road of, for example, clothing, like I just did, instead of sitting in judgment of, oh my gosh, did you see what she was wearing today? Sit in judgment of yourself. What is my relationship with the clothes that I am wearing? Why am I wearing these specific clothes? Is it because they make me feel good or because I'm trying to impress somebody else? Sit in that judgment. That's where the deep lessons come in, Aries. Let's dive into what you're focusing on. What are you focusing on? Where are you putting your energies, your thoughts? We know that our thoughts eventually become our realities. So, what are you thinking about these days? What are you working towards? You're obviously working towards starting something new. You've got this Ace of Wands here. But in order for you to fully manifest into that Ace of Wands, I think that there's more judgment and more balance that has to be brought about. All right. Now we know why there was only one card that came out and what you were focusing on. Transformation. This card, hopefully you can see it down here at the bottom, has the number 13 on it. This card corresponds to the Death card from the major arcana of the tarot, and this card is about transformation. It's about metamorphosis. It's about letting go of the old self and moving into something new, moving into recreating yourself, moving out of judging others and moving into the awareness of who you are and why you do the things you do. This is a super, super powerful card. And this is what you are focusing on. And we know that what we focus on eventually becomes our reality. Our thoughts become our reality. So if you're focusing on this, within the next 6 weeks, I don't know why 6 came up, but it did. Within the next 6 weeks, you are going to be a very different person than the person you are right now here today, Aries. Is that a bad thing? No, it's an amazing thing, unless of course you're resistant to change. Let's move into your difficult influences. Where are we going for that? Difficult influences for Aries. 6 of Swords, needing to walk away from something or someone. That will help your transformation, I'm sure. That will help you with this judgment that keeps coming up. The judgment lesson. What's the other card that came up in your difficult influences? 4 of Swords. All right. So there's your 2 cards. The 6 of Swords is the character on the boat. And the character on the boat, sorry, my pinky finger doesn't want to stay down. It keeps trying to jump up there. The character on the boat is leaving behind the past, walking away from something. And the 4 of Swords is the card that I like to call the Little Hermit or the Quiet Hermit. This is the card of take time for yourself, withdraw from society, withdraw from the distractions, and really go within. Here's the problem, Aries. These 2 cards came up in your difficult influences. So the 6 of Swords in your difficult influences is indicating that there is something that you need to walk away from, but you are hesitant to do so. You're avoiding the walking away. You're still clinging to something, and it is preventing you from stepping into this transformation in what you are focusing on. How can you best come up with the resolve and the power and the strength and the energy to be able to walk away from the past so you can move into your transformation? Take time for yourself. This is a card of self-care. This is a card of look after yourself. This is a card of withdraw. Turn off the screens, meditate, go for a walk in nature. It is springtime in the Northern Hemisphere, so for many of you, Mother Earth is warming up enough that you can go barefoot. All of these things are indicated by this card. But this is in your difficult influences, Aries. So what's that telling us? You're resistant to doing this. When you actually do it, it's going to feel so good. Messages from the universe. Messages the universe wants you to hear at this time. right, Aries, we only have one card coming up in your messages, and that is learn from your mistakes. Learn from your mistakes. You know what? How do we learn from our mistakes? We sit in judgment of ourselves. Sit in judgment of yourself. That's how you learn from your mistakes. You look back and you go, yeah, I didn't handle that very well. How could I have handled that differently? And that is also how we move into transformation. When we learn from our mistakes, when we are accountable to ourselves. Let's dive into what is unexpected. No, I'm getting called to this deck. Yeah. Yeah. What is unexpected for Aries for the first part of May? Unexpected. Right, we only have one card that's jumped out. This is the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords on this particular deck is called the Fighting card. This is about fighting with yourself. This is about you going, I want to change, but I don't want to change. Okay, I know I need to walk away from something, but I don't want to walk away yet. I know I need to take time for myself, but God, that Netflix show, it needs me to watch it. I know I want to transform, but that means I have to change. This card is indicating that you're fighting with yourself. You're fighting with an old belief system. You're fighting with aspects of yourself that you need to let go of in order to be able to move forward. Let's take a look at your final general overall outcome. Final general overall outcome for Aries. Look at this mess. Final general overall outcome. And we haven't even had a card come out yet. I don't think we're going to. Oh, there's one. I'm going to go through the deck one more time because I think that there's another card here for you. There's one. Is there anything else for Aries in their general overall outcome? Cards are a mess. Let's see if those cards do want to come out. Yep, there they go. There's another one holding on for dear life. Nope, it just came out. All right. I kind of figured that that's what was going to happen. All right, let's collect up all of these cards because that's too much. Look at that. Look how many cards are here for your overall outcome. Okay, general overall outcome for Aries, please. 2 to 3 cards. 2 to 3 cards for Aries, general overall outcome, please. There's one. Second time through the deck. Let's go. Anything else that you'd like to tell us about Aries? Okay. Aries, you have the Ace of Autumn and the Seven of Autumn coming out for your final general overall outcome. The Ace of Autumn is about new beginnings, a new financial start, possibly coming into some money, but it is about getting a new idea out there into the world so that you can create some more financial abundance for yourself. And you have the Seven of Autumn. Seven of Autumn is corresponding to the Seven of Pentacles, and this is a card of take time for yourself. You do have another card in your reading that indicates you need to be taking time for yourself, having patience. You'll notice that this card has the fairy just sitting here on this pumpkin, and he is eating his apple and quietly contemplating the world. Okay. Sometimes the best ideas come from these moments of daydreaming and sitting back and just clearing our minds. But you had the Four of Swords in your difficult influences, meaning that you are being resistant to this, and yet this is your outcome, indicating this is your path forward. Your path forward is spending time in quiet contemplation, because that's where your great ideas are going to come from in order to be able to have this new idea for financial abundance, a new idea to bring financial abundance into your life. Wow. That was a wild ride again, Aries. Aries, if this resonated deeply for you, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing. That way you will get notification when I post my next videos for you in the middle of May. And it would also just really, really help out the channel. Please bring to mind your yes/no question. Ask the question several times in your mind, quietly or out loud. And I'm just going to shuffle the cards until we have one card. And we do. One card. Aries, in response to your yes/no question, the card's answer for you is listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. Yes. All right. Thank you so much. As always, if you are interested in a private consultation with me, I will post all of my contact details down below in the description. Have a wonderful, beautiful day.